All right. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I need to talk about this is a spoiler-free like impressions of Jurassic World Dominion, and I'm sure you can hear the tone of my voice. Uh I really don't like having to say this. I really don't. I did not like this movie. Really like at all. It was like as I was driving in the car home, I was trying to decide if I liked this even less than Jurassic Park 3, and I think that should tell you how much this movie just did not work for me. I can't get into spoilers, so I'm gonna just quick summary. I need to talk about this tomorrow, like in depth with full spoilers and everything. But what can I say? What can I say without spoiling anything? The the writing the problem with the Jurassic World trilogy has been the writing. The writing in these movies has never been good. Jurassic World's writing was pretty bad. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom's writing was pretty bad. Jurassic World Dominion, it seems to have gotten worse. And like to the point where I can't ignore it anymore. It's just all the dialogue was so stilted, so cheesy, so awkward. There was so much nostalgia bait. It got irritating and just the fact was I was sitting in the movie and it was like I was this is why I talked about Jurassic Park 3. It felt like I was back with Jurassic Park 3 again. All that was going through my mind was I could do this so much better if they just made me the editor. I could trim the I could trim this, refix it up, and it would be 100 times better. There was so much wrong, and it was very underwhelming. Like that's the biggest thing that really gets me down. It was a very underwhelming movie. I felt a lot of emotion watching Jurassic World. I felt a lot of emotion watching Fallen Kingdom. I barely felt anything when watching this movie, and that's the first time I watched Jurassic Park and I'm still in love. I watched The Lost World, I still love that movie. I watched Jurassic Park 3, I can feel the hatred. And even when I watch the other two, it still gives me something. But I can't find any emotion to put to this, neither positive nor negative. It was just a disappointing movie. It tried to do so much. It's the clash of tones. It grinds like nails on a chalkboard. The action scenes are straight out of a cartoon or some sort of fun, campy action movie, some sort of Saturday morning cartoon stuff. But the story feels like it's trying to be Jurassic Park or The Lost World, and the two just grind against each other, and it does not work. The tonal dissonance is all over the place. The writing just is so bad. The whole time I was watching this movie, I wanted it to bring me back. I really wanted to like it. I tried. I really, really, really tried to like this movie. But I couldn't. I just couldn't. And as soon as I left the theater, I was left asking myself, do I dislike this movie more than Jurassic Park 3? And I haven't come to a conclusion on that. And that, it's not even like it's pure hatred, it's just emotionlessness, disappointment, and nothing else. That is the only emotion I've come out of this movie with. And it just, I really don't like. I'm gonna really regret putting this up. I feel like people are gonna be. So many people are probably gonna love this movie. They're not gonna mind the cheesy dialogue. They're gonna fall for all the nostalgia bait. But I'm a person that tends to hold higher standards for things like dialogue, and I don't tend to fall for nostalgia bait. I want a good movie, and this just wasn't that. The things that made me like Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom just weren't here. I don't know, man. I'm gonna get more in depth with this tomorrow. I think the first thing I'm gonna record is a long session of me just talking about Dominion because I need to talk about this. I need to get into spoilers and I need to talk about how much of a disappointment this movie was. But I can't get into details. This is the spoiler-free impressions. And I'm sorry to you all. I'm sure all of you are waiting to hear me come back and talk about how great the movie was. I got nothing. And I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess.